Hello and good evening and welcome back. So today I have a parcel and a card. Yep, definitely a card. I know who the card is from and I'll get back to that, but the parcel, I don't remember what the parcel is. It's a book and it's from Booktopia. So anyway, having just opened it, and I'll carefully fold back the flap for you. What I've been doing with Booktopia is when I find a book that I must have relatively urgently, I then add another book from my wish list. They call it wish list. To be read is over there. So this book will now become part of my to be read pile. It's another Andromeda Spaceways. This used to be called Andromeda Spaceways In-Flight Magazine, and they dropped the in-flight. I don't know why. It was hysterical, and the introductions were always of the finest order. So this is speculative fiction, and it's a magazine that's got authors from all around Australia have written. And oh, here we go. So I'll just finish what it says on the front first. So it is featuring Jim Gawley, Effie Gale, Evan Kennedy, Carolyn Rahman, Frank Hebben, Rachel Timmets, Jennifer R. Donahue, Tara Campbell, A.T. Sayre, Rose West, Michael Gardner, and Ruth Gilbert. Some of those names are familiar, and I'm not certain why. Possibly because I've read some of their stuff before. So I'd like to read you the back and you will understand why I'm so amused by some of the things that the editors write. And this is only a Best Stories Volume 4. So, attention passengers and crew, these are your captain's heads speaking. According to our Farscaper, the planet Earth has completed another orbit of its sun. Yes, I know we should have been there by now, but we'll get you there. It's just that the Earth has completed its orbit a little sooner than expected. But to keep you occupied, we're due to deliver the best compilation of stories from all our issues in 2019. Yeah, I know, I'm a little bit slow in getting there, but I'll get there in the end. Every year, our editors painstakingly curate collections of stories with themes and ideas that tie into one another and present a beautifully constructive and cohesive arc over the course of an issue. We then throw them into an epic battle royale, where they fight it out to the death. The stories, that is, not the editors. Finally, we take whichever ones survive for a special print edition of the magazine. Gone be the themes, the cohesion, the thoughtfulness of a created issue. These works don't need an entourage. Inside you'll find magic, gods, strange technologies, and creatures that don't bear dwelling on. Take a stroll through the orchard, open doors that are best left locked, and learn with a robot who is only doing its best to raise a child. And when it all gets to be a little too much, sit down and enjoy the best food and finest dining Mythique has to offer. This one's on us. So, in the interest of ignoring our editor's careful planning, here are our best stories of 2019. And no editors were hardened in the making of this issue. Well, I should hope not. So the back copy is written by Wayne Harris and Brooke Monday. The cover art, beautiful cover art. They always have excellent cover art. Is by Brooke Monday, and the cover design by Joel Shank. So there you go. And I will enjoy that once I finally get to it. And so every year I get an envelope from Tara Farms, and that is because I back her on Patreon, so I give her money every month to help her with her little schemes. Sometimes her schemes are a little bit interesting, and they're all to do with farms and farming and such. Okay, that's empty. And every year she sends a Christmas card, and this year all I want is you. Because what does she farm? Mostly it's sheep. So all I want is you. And this dog. I think it might be her new dog, her younger dog, Bim. Yep, possibly. I don't know. So let me show you the back. The back is really cute. With all these stars and typo on that side, Bim on that side. And that colouring. Yeah, that looks like it's Bim. What would I know? To Susie, happy Harley Days to you and your family. Thank you for your support this year from Tara, Chapo and Bim. And then we've got paw print. Typo and Bim are the dogs. They are brilliant. Very clever. I look at other sheep farmers and I say out loud to them, why don't you use your dogs? They are trying to help. But of course I never actually put fingers to keyboard to tell them that. Yeah, so anyway, I went in to a bookshop. Someone left me unsupervised with a credit card and parked outside a bookshop. So just for point of interest, so it's the Ulysses Bookstore, Shop 1, 498 Hampton Street, Hampton. Lovely people. Of course, it's probably helped by the fact that whenever I walk into a bookshop, they say, hello, how are you? I say, I'm fantastic, I'm in a bookshop. I'm sure that starts everything off in a bad way. So I always do a wander of a bookshop, just because for me it's relaxation. So I sat back, no, I didn't sit back. I rocked back on my heels. And as I'm looking through the books, wandering through the shelves, I can just feel my body is relaxing a bit. So obviously I needed to be there. And while I was there in the young adult section, I found the Scorch Files, which is the second book in the Maze Runner series. I've read Maze Runner. I thought it was good enough that I needed to continue on, so I took the opportunity and bought the book. And next to it is this, which is the number something or other book of the Hunger Games series. Got no idea. It doesn't actually say which number book it is on the back or the front. I'm pretty sure I've read all three of the first books. And I don't think any of the previous books are listed inside. Nope, I cannot see them. I will look on the back. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire and Mockingjay, and I'm pretty certain I've read Mockingjay. And I know I've read the first two, so I'm looking forward to that. She's a really good author. Yes, I know, she's young adult. I'll just ignore that. And then having had my play around the shop and chosen books I really don't need to add to my to-be-read pile, and the lady in the shop whose name I didn't get, or if I did, I've forgotten it, she reminded me that buying books and reading books are two separate hobbies. So I've done the buying, and I'll do the reading at some point. So then I put my challenge to her, and I said to her, can you recommend me something? I don't like romance. I read almost anything else. I'd like something local, Australian, so local, or Indigenous, or both local and Indigenous. And what I got, I was actually recommended two books. I ended up buying both because I'm an idiot. Oh, sorry, no. I'm exercising my skill at buying books. That's what I'm doing. I'm very good at buying books. So I got Mad Mabel by Sally Hepworth. Apparently she's a local author, so I've no idea what she looks like. because, and if I did, would I know if I'd run into her, because she's fairly local to me. I mean, she's not that far. Anyway, so this is a book about Mabel Waller, who became the youngest Australian history to be convicted of murder at 15 years of age in 1959. So anyway, I'll get to that in due course. I've heard good things about Sally Hepworth. I think I've read one of her books. It's ringing, the name is just ringing bells. And then this one, it says New York Times best-selling author. I don't worry about those things. Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. Now, I have completely forgotten what the lady said about this book. But bearing in mind I said local or Indigenous or both, I would suggest that this is Australian. It's this year. Oh, I've got new books. Oh my goodness, I'm not used to new books. No, sometimes I'm used to new books. I'm often used to buying books directly from the author. Many times that's a good thing, sometimes it's not. I've only had good recommendations from bookshops with books, so I look forward to continuing that. And let's see, 11.5 minutes. I've got one more parcel, and then next week I can talk about a book. A book. I have no idea what's in here. I mean, I know I've been told, but I don't remember if that's what I ordered, because I backed them on Kickstarter or something. It comes from the UK, and it's been really entertaining watching the tracking. This was sent to Day Post in West Meadows and then came to me. That doesn't help. Okay, so let me open this, possibly with someone else's strong hands. No, I think I've got it. Maybe, potentially. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me just move myself back a bit. So this comes from, I ordered some socks. It's the Good Omens graphic novel. I'm sure it comes from Done Manifesting. So let me just, I always need socks. Books and socks. These, okay. AZ Fell & Co. If you are at all interested in, if you've been paying attention to Good Omens, you will know that AZ Fell is the bookshop. Something just fell out. Oh, tiny bit of cardboard. That Azraphale, that Azraphale owns and potentially sells books. No, I think he hoards books. I don't think he needs to sell books to pay for the rent or anything. And so I've got these. I mean, aren't they absolutely gorgeous? Hopefully they fit me. I have small feet. And just take that out. And open another layer of cardboard. And I have, it's a very nice piece of cardboard. I'll probably never reuse it, so I may not keep it. So, Good Omens. Why do I have the Good Omens graphic novel? I have no idea. But I do back Colleen Doran on Patreon, and her skill is just beautiful. I love her skill. So she's done all the drawings. I'm pretty certain these are all hers. You can see that on the front. And then again more on the back. I'm pretty certain that's all hers. So I've enjoyed following her. But why I'd buy a graphic novel, I think it must be something to do with FOMO. Because everyone was talking about it, and all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm there buying it. Why? Well, I've got choices. I can either keep it, or I can pass it on to someone else who might enjoy it more. I mean, Christmas is coming up. And if you think about it, this would make an absolutely fantastic Christmas present for someone who was not expecting anything good. So, anyway, that's my thinking. The why have I got it when I don't read graphic novels, I do not know. Anyway, I have now finished all my parcels. I have finished all my books that I have bought the other day, and I have not bought, I promise I have not bought any more. And this time it's a real promise. I have not exercised my good buying powers with books because I did not go into an op shop yesterday. I was with someone and they said, no, I don't really fancy going into there today. So I said, good. And we walked off. No, we drove off. We walked to the car and then we drove off. So this is very beautiful. The edge is all red. I don't know if that means there's going to be something printed there. I really don't know. And also it's got a little bookmark just there, and it's folded over very nicely into a page. I wonder if that is done by hand, if some poor person actually has to take that bookmark, fold it over into another page. That would be an interesting question to ask. That would make it that much more expensive. Anyway, truly don't know what I'll do with this. All the possibilities I have. So, I'll see you on the flip side. Have a good night, have a good morning, have a good whatever time of day it is for you. Your day is your problem. I've done another video, and I've done it on time. Talk to you later. Bye.